Leeds can pick up points in London. How are you all doing? Welcome back to Where Whites Walk. We are reviewing the 1-1 draw against Brentford and talking just about how good is DCL, and actually, is he going to be the difference between Leeds staying up and us not? Hope you're doing well. We've got Sam and Jacob back with us for their
Thriving.
views on what was a bit of a dull game overall, but another point on the road and a bit more of a cushion now between us and West Ham. Hope you are well. Also coming up this week, we're talking about the FA Cup draw. How much do we care about it this year? And what was our reaction to it? Who's the best penalty taker that we've ever seen in a Leeds shirt? And we're up to the A to
Oh,
Z of Leeds this week as well. We've got two letters to do. We've got I and J to look at. So we'll get Sam and Jacob's view on all of that. Right. Where should we start? Let's start with the Brentford game, shall we then, Jacob? What did we learn about Farker from that game? Have we learned that he can make good substitutions?
I mean, I'd say that the sub of Nonto obviously helped massively. That was a very effective sub with his assist. Very positive. Aronson, again, just didn't really do much. But I think ever since we've changed formation, we've looked completely different team. The desire, the resilience to come back against Liverpool today as well, when we shouldn't have gone 1-0 down. Come back and yes, probably should have got more from the game. But fair play to him. He's taken criticism and he's done something about it. So fair play, and it's a good point to take there because it's a tough place to go.
Yeah, I mean, traditionally, Sam, you don't do very well at the capital, do you?
no, no,
Leeds.
no. I have memories of being in the Brentford at Griffin Park where we lost 3-1 and both teams missed a penalty in that one. Yeah, I said last week we need to start putting this London hoodoo to bed. Like there's 7 London teams. I said 6 last week. There's actually 7. Well, you can't just give away 7 fixtures. But yeah, it was fine. As Jacob said, I think we're probably the better team in balance. Went a goal down, but sometimes you just have to say that was a great pass. Just carved us open. And there's always a tendency, you have professional pundits, if there's a goal conceded, whose fault is it? Well, sometimes it maybe just isn't anyone's fault. It's just a good bit of play. And the same could be said for our goal. Brentford fans, we said, well, whose fault was it? But that was a great cross and a great header. But yeah, I think most Leeds fans thinking, yeah, that could have been 3 today. I think they're happy that we got a point. We've now 3 games unbeaten. We've broken this run of awful results in London. But yeah, with a fair win, we maybe could have got 3 today.
DCL, Jacob is going to grab all the headlines. Yeah, I mean, compare kind of your view of him when you signed him and took him on versus where he is now. Has he gone up in your estimations, or do you still expect a bit more from him?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think when we first signed him, you're expecting a lot from him if he's going to lead the line for you in the Premier League, and he wasn't doing that. But again, ever since this formation change, he's just been brilliant. Away from scoring goals, obviously I know he's got 4 in 4, but his work, his hold-up play, some of his link-up play as well, it's just been brilliant, and that's a sign of a confident striker in form now. And long may it continue. And I even thought that him and Okafor worked quite well today. It'd just be nice if Okafor's end product was a little bit better. But again, yeah, DCL's been brilliant in these last 4 games, and hopefully he can continue it.
Okay, can I mention a good stat that Market I saw on social media about DCL earlier on? Somebody said that out of the 5 strikers the Premier League teams have signed during the summer, he has scored 5, the next one has scored 4, and the rest of them have cost 200 million quid. So if you put that in perspective, so far we're doing okay with him.
Yeah, if he can stay fit,
Yeah.
he will definitely keep you up. Do you worry, Sam, that because he's doing well and we're having this nice patch at the moment that the January transfer maybe shopping list becomes one player less than what it might have been?
That's always the thing with our owners. But things are still quite precarious. We've had a couple of good weeks, long may it last. But there's going to be bad weeks as well, and the squad is a bit thin. Mitch is injured. If DCL gets injured all of a sudden with no one to lead the line. And I think the owners realise that we're going to need probably 2 players, maybe 3, but certainly 2, a forward and a ball-playing midfielder at the very least, to keep us up this year.
Yeah, okay. Talk a bit about Tanaka, Jacob. Obviously, the calls after his goal heroics last time out to put him in this squad. How did he do? I've read mixed reports.
Yeah, a lot of people were saying it was one of his. It's harsh to say one of his worst games, but yeah, he wasn't great today. To be fair, that midfield battle was very scrappy today. I didn't think anybody in there, even for Brentford, was good. And look, I don't think you can really criticise him too much. The way he's gone the past few games, last minute equaliser against Liverpool and a brilliant goal against Chelsea. And maybe that took a bit of steam out of him. Who knows? But again, like I touched on, that midfield battle today was really scrappy. Nobody really got hold of the ball in there. It was just an overall scrappy game. And I think Farke, did the right thing and brought him off.
Yeah, do you agree, Sam?
Yeah, he hadn't an awful game, and as Jacob said, it was scrappy. As soon as one player got the ball, and on both sides there was somebody on them. There was a lot of ping pong around the middle of the park. He didn't really have a chance to play his game and get his foot on it and play a decent pass. I said to you just before we went on air, he seemed a bit annoyed when he was taken off. As did Bilon. The pair of them seemed a bit annoyed, which is okay. Nobody should like being substituted. But the substitutions, I think, were clearly tactical because we needed a goal, needed to change formation. I don't think it was a reflection on either player. I don't think anybody in the team had a terrible game today. There's very few of them had a brilliant game, but I don't think anybody was particularly poor in it.
Okay. Another busy week then. We've got the Christmas fixtures to come. Jacob, meeting with Palace next Saturday night. Why is this an 8 o'clock kickoff? Do we know?
Sky Sports Leeds, I think. Sky Sports Leeds again. But I saw something earlier that they've got a European game on the Thursday. They play us on Saturday, and then they've got to go to Arsenal in the Cup on Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because they've got the cup.
So
game, yeah.
This and the form that we've been in is going to be a must-win, I think. I just think. I mean, they're a good side. FA Cup winners, been on good form as well. Got some good talent. So it'll be a tough game, but I think that definitely helps us in the fact they've got 3 games in a week. And yeah, we should be looking at Ellen Road to continue that good form, and 3 points going into Christmas and putting a bit more distance between us and the relegation zone. Would be great.
Yeah, I mean, Wolves are down, aren't they? We know that. Sam, do you think Burnley are now gone after the results this weekend?
I don't think they're quite gone. At the minute, it's looking very much Wolves, pretty much 95%. Burnley maybe 85%, and then between us and West Ham, if we can get I think we need to get 2 weeks. Like, there's only 3 points between us and West Ham. We need to get 4 or 6 points of a gap there before we start feeling comfortable. But yeah, compared to where we were 2 weeks ago, it's progress.
Absolutely, we were sacking Farke, weren't we, a couple of weeks ago? And
we certainly were.
Mourinho.
And we were quite right to be talking about sacking him. But I think he watches this podcast because he's starting to do the things we've all suggested that he should do, and it's worked.
Yeah. Every single time we suggest something, he does it. Brilliant. Okay. Since we last spoke, of course, the FA Cup draw has been made as well. I'm not sure how much you care about it, Jacob, this year, but what did you make of the draw?
Yeah, be nice to go on a cup run. Derby away, obviously, have a little bit of history there. Won there last season, so that's something to take away. I think obviously the main priority is to obviously stay in the Premier League. That's got to be the main priority. But there's no reason why we shouldn't be getting through in that game. And yeah, like I said, I think we said a few weeks ago, it'd be lovely to have a cup run, but priority is to stay in the league. And Derby away is not the most exciting fixture, but
Yeah.
I mean, the time they've put it on, I think they've put it 12 o'clock on a Sunday, which again is just mad. I mean, you wouldn't expect anything else with Leeds, would you? So yeah, see what happens. But be nice to have a little bit of a run.
Yeah. Sam, you've been to Derby a couple of times in your
No,
following
no,
Leeds?
no, never been. But the 12 o'clock on Sunday indicates that the TV people are there to hope that we lose. Um, I agree with Jacob. A cup run would be so nice. There's no reason why we can't stay up and have a decent cup run at the same time. Like there's teams have got promoted. I think Sheffield United a couple of years ago went through the cup semi-finals or something. What I just hope he does, yeah, certainly rest 2 or 3 players, but not anything more than that. There should be enough in the squad, likes of Rodon, DCL, really vital players. Yeah, rest them, but there should be enough quality in the rest of them to get us through.
Yeah, fingers. I don't think Derby would have been thrilled to have, drawn you either on the
No.
foot. So, okay, right. Penalties then. Let's talk penalties. Your help in the comments here as well. We'll read every single comment and put some of these out next week. So many penalties have been scored and missed actually across the Football League since the league started, more so than any other time before. It's got us thinking, if it was 1-1 in a game and you needed to bring on any player from past or present to score the penalty, you put your mortgage on it, that they put it in the back of the net, which Leeds player would that be? Sam, for you, who could you always rely on?
Can I give you about 3 from different eras? Championship era, Pirro, brilliant. Gary McAllister, very good. And then back in the day, Johnny Giles. I didn't see him take too many on television, but his record would indicate he didn't miss too many. But then there weren't too many penalties in those days.
Yeah. Jacob?
Definitely wouldn't have Bamford on it. Yeah, Sam, great shout with Pirro. Just consistent. I was also thinking about earlier, I think Rafinha for me.
Yeah.
I would have him on it. The one at Brentford, the one at home to Crystal Palace in the last minute. I think when you could count on someone, you count on him to give you a goal. And what he's doing now, I definitely stick him on it. So Rafinha for me.
Great shouts. Let us know who they missed in the comments in the comment section as well. Right, we're up to letter I and J this week. Now, tough letters here, so if you can help them out in any way, please do so. Sam, have you got anything?
Joe Jordan.
Okay, yeah.
Double J.
Double J, that's definite big points, yeah. Yeah. Jacob?
I was thinking something different for I. I was trying to think of a player. I don't think we've had any ending with I that I can definitely remember. Maybe we have someone random, but I was thinking of a game Farker first took over. It was Ipswich away, and it was the game where Nonto had finally come back from refusing to play. It was Pirro's first game, and he scored on his debut. And it was that 4-3 win, and Ruter scored a brilliant goal, and it was the game where Sinistera's last game before he left as well. Just remember watching that and thinking this is a massive turning point, because that start of the season was just horrific. But yeah, I think for me, Ipswich away 2023-24 season was something I'll remember.
Ipswich away is a good shout for I. We've got one for Jay as well. Any others? Let us know in the comment section. Absolutely brilliant. Super. Right, not Bournemouth, sorry. Palace then at home. Sam, predictions?
We've got to have a good shout. Because of Palace's fixtures, we're sandwiched between 2 cups for them, and I think they fancy themselves in both competitions to go a long way. So it might be a case they're pretty safe from relegation. They might rest a few players. So I wouldn't say it's a must-win, but it's as good a chance as we've had to really push for a win as we're going to have in the next few weeks.
Jacob, score prediction?
Yeah. I don't know if I'd be happy with a point. I mean, we have to take it against Palace, but that, like Sam said, we're sandwiched in between two of their cup fixtures. They've got to rest some players. It's at home. It's at Ellen Road. We've beaten Chelsea. We've drawn to Liverpool. Got to be looking at winning this game. Yeah, 2-1 Leeds, DCL brace.
Excellent.
I think that'll be perfect.
Right. We'll manifest that. Right. Thank you very much, you two. Thank you very much for watching as well. We'll catch you next week, the other side of the Palace result. Thank you so much for your company this week. Drop us a like and a subscribe before you head off. Great to see you.